Hey, you want to make money with your website. What is this you are doing? I mean, you are learning about website, how to take traffic and how to promote your website. What is this all for? Is it for this or this or this or Indian rupees? Whatever you are looking at, any business you are looking at, whether you are doing it for yourself or other people, what ultimately you are looking for is making money. Any business is looking for making returns. And that is why monetization is important. Now, what is monetization? Monetization is simply converting anything into money. And in this case, we are looking at monetization of our website. Let's go for it. Hey, hi there. Welcome to the session on monetization. So today we are discussing about monetization from your website. How do you monetize yourself or your website online? So let's go for it. When we look at this, let's go to our mind map. As you already know, we have discussed, who is the beginner, finding a niche, domain name, web hosting, building your website, and promoting your website. All these videos are available and you can go in the playlist, which I think I'll put the link somewhere here, and have a look at all those videos. Ideally, you should have a look at all those videos and then watch this video. So talking about digital marketing for beginners and monetization online, that's what we are looking at today. We have got some important aspects to be discussed, and this is a little deep dive into what all you can do on your website or online to monetize yourself or your website. Now, when I say monetize yourself or your website, you have to understand that there are so many ways that you monetize, and you might monetize on your skill, you might monetize on your capabilities, your physical looks, right? You might be a model, you might play guitar, you might be a musician. I mean, you might be a magician. I mean, whoever you are, there is a chance that you can monetize your skill, or you can create something online that can be monetized, including a website. So talking of that, so when talking of monetization of websites, the first one and the most important one that we want to touch on is Amazon affiliate. So, recently there's a lot of discussion about Amazon associate as to they have cut down their affiliate um, paybacks, and they have discounted what they were paying earlier and things like that. See, understand, the thing is, this thing is there that they have reduced their payouts, but it doesn't mean that the Amazon affiliate thing becomes any less important. See, still it is a platform which is pretty much around the world, and it gives you an opportunity to really step into the world of monetization through your website, which is considerably easier, and that's why I've put this as a first thing on the discussion, right? Any website you have, any content that you produce online, there is a strong chance that you can monetize it through being a affiliate, Amazon affiliate. And the process is pretty simple, although when you look at it, it might look a little complicated, but it's very simple. You have to develop a asset, and then you have to go through a approval process. So ideally, if you have a website, you have some good content there, content pieces, say at least 10-20 content pieces of some 500 words each, you put there, and then you go for a approval process. Now, once you are approved, you need to have a disclaimer on your website which clearly says that you are promoting Amazon products. So there are a bit of technicalities in that. You need to pass through all that, and it's not that this is something like you will do it and it will happen. I mean, However simple, it might seem, there are technicality involved and you will have to learn those things and then go for it. But still, by far, Amazon affiliate is one of the easiest things you can do in order to monetize your website. So all you got to do is get approved, and then whatever products correspond to your website, you simply put the links and promote those products. And when those products sell, you get a payment. So that's the first one on Amazon affiliate. Now, in general, let me just step back a little bit. When we say affiliate, what we are basically saying is you are selling the products of someone else, right? So there are these affiliate networks like Amazon or like ClickBank who hold a lot of affiliates products. So you can join them and then promote innumerable products that are listed on these websites. So that's what is affiliate marketing. Now, when you look at ClickBank, ClickBank is another affiliate service provider, and there when you become a member, or when you join ClickBank, it's completely free of cost. Amazon is also free of cost. I've just listed these two currently, but there are many other affiliate programs. But when you're starting, I would strongly suggest you start with Amazon affiliate. Now, ClickBank is little complicated than Amazon affiliate, and it is a little bit tricky. So when you start, always try to start with Amazon affiliate and then expand on whatever you have learned. Now, talking of ClickBank, ClickBank is a very good resource if you want to understand what really sells online. If you just join ClickBank, you will have access to all the markets that ClickBank has, and you will be able to see what is selling well. So there is something called gravity in ClickBank. You can have a look at those, and those are the items which have been sold recently by an affiliate. So if you go to ClickBank, you get to see all the profitable niches that you could possibly get into and make money on your website. So it's a very good resource, and you can definitely try that as well. Moving on, there is a whole range of your own products and services that you can bring online and make a possible return on that. So the one that I like most is consulting, and the reason being that most of the people who are like trying to switch their careers, or they have spent a lot of time in corporate or something like that, they generally have a skill set which they can monetize, and it's not very difficult to actually switch your gears and consult on your skill area, whichever area that you have been working on. So, ideally what will happen is you will build up your website in a way that you are able to consult. And what happens is you can either ask for appointments on your website, or you can simply put your services and monetize your website. So consulting is a very good option. Then there is book sales. A lot of people make huge sums of money across the world just listing their books on Amazon. And now it's not that easy again, that easier said than done. It's not like you write something, put it, and you become a millionaire. You will have to go through the grind and understand what it takes and things like that. But it definitely makes money. It's not that it doesn't give you a return. And the important thing there is that there is a good learning curve. You will have to understand how you write and how you publish books on Amazon and things like that, which niche you want to get into, what is sought after on Amazon and things like that. But still, book sales is a great way to monetize your website or monetize your skills. Then look at online courses. You can put up online courses on your own website, or you can put online courses on the websites that are dedicated for online courses. There are so many places where you can put your content and monetize it by selling those courses. So that is a great opportunity if you are someone who basically is into something which is very niche specific. Online courses allow you to have a lot of flexibility. You can actually monetize a website which provides specific online education, and you could be an instructor, you could allow online classes, or you could have your website monetized as per the niche that you operate in. Moving on, you can already always have an online community, and by online community, what we mean is that you have something, a platform wherein like-minded people join, and they discuss something which they are passionate about. And this can be anything. I mean, it can be anything from the hobbies, from let's say aero modeling to writing, painting, traveling, anything that you can think of. All like-minded people can collect at one place, and you can monetize that. That's very successful, and it's a good way of monetizing if you are creating content, and if there is something that can be monetized in that direction on your website. Then, recently podcasts are a great way to monetize. I mean, what happens is, let's say if you do podcasts, you either invite people whom you talk to and discuss things which are very interesting. People want to listen to them, and they are much in demand. People make a lot of money from podcast. You get sponsors which you can place within your podcast, or you can have content which supplements your podcast and you can sell them. So podcasting again is not that difficult as it might sound. There are several ways you can get into podcasting completely free of cost, and it's definitely worth a try, and it's real fun. Talking of freelance writing, again, you have to pick up something in all these. You don't have to try to do everything. Remember the thing about specificity we discussed earlier. So pick up something, one or two things, and try to get an expertise on them, and then move other things. So when you talk of freelance writing, you basically can write yourself. You can simply write on your website and monetize that. You can write for someone else, which might be some other website. You can write for other clients who are in need of content. You can write for people who are looking for ghostwriters. There might be people who are looking for documentation. So if you now, writing is also a very, very broad niche. I mean, when you look at writing, there is copywriting, there is technical writing, there is content writing. You got to specialize in some area and then look at how you want to go forward. If you have a website, maybe you can look at developing content for yourself and look at how best you can monetize that. Then moving to webinars, webinars is an amazing tool, and it is something which has been very well exploited in last couple of years, few years. People have made a lot of money on webinars. So what you basically do is you do webinar wherein you maybe do a free webinar where you bring in a lot of people and you discuss something that is interesting to all this group of people which is of common interest. And then when the webinar is done, you basically pitch a product which is paid. So that's the formula most webinar guys follow, and it is something that you can follow too, or you can give a slight tweak and use it to your advantage. So let's say if you have a website and you are discussing something like photography on that, you could do a webinar on photography, and then at the end of it pitch a product which is paid, or you can pitch a product which is like coaching on photography. Something like that can be done with webinars. Then coming to YouTube. Now when we look at YouTube, there are multiple ways that you can benefit. See, one important aspect to understand is that YouTube allows you to generate leads. If you are putting videos on YouTube, what happens is people watch these videos and they click into the resources that you want them to go to, because you might offer something free, you might offer certain additional resources which can compel people to click and reach the assets that you would want to share with them. So YouTube on one side can generate lead, and other side it can monetize itself. So there are many advantages of using YouTube. Now other important aspect is that you can actually embed these videos within your website. So you see the whole thing, when this whole thing starts coming together, it comes together in a very big way. It's just that you start creating content. Once you start creating content, you can repurpose, you can convert a written content into a video content. You can create a video content into convert a video content into a written content. You can make a infographic, you can make a diagram. So there are so many ways that you can repurpose your content and then market it. So it comes together and it has a multiplier effect. Now moving further, there are ad networks through which you can monetize, particularly AdSense for the start. Now AdSense, a lot of people go for AdSense to monetize their websites. It's comparatively easy. It's a bit tricky, but it's one of the easiest ways to monetize your content, definitely. So you could give a try to AdSense as well. Now talking of Max Bounty, Max Bounty is basically about cost per acquisition, and if you want to sell leads from your website, you can always do that from Max Bounty. And talking of that, there are many CPA networks that you can utilize and actually look at working with any of these. And what generally happens is you put up a content on your website, or you address a particular niche on your website, and then people come to your website and they basically get interested about the things you are either advertising or recommending to them. And these CPA or cost per acquisition service providers, basically they have a lot of clients who would pay you if you get them leads. So it can range from anywhere to 50 cents to few $100 per lead, and that is something that you can use to monetize your content. Now again, looking at something like lead sales is little on the higher side. I would recommend that you don't get started with this. Try to start with Amazon affiliate so that it gives you a good idea about how that goes, and then probably you can look at lead sales. If you start with something like lead sales, there will be a huge learning curve, and the thing is, it is little tricky to get it working, and therefore it is not something that you should start with for sure. Then you can always sell ad space within your website. So what does that mean? That basically means you can sell the space which is on your website, the sidebar, the top banner, and things like that. So there are sites like Buy Sell Ads which actually allow you to sell space as a real estate on your website. So that is a great option if you are having good hits on your website. Further, you can look at sponsoring posts. So there will be these advertisers and these companies who basically might be interested to put content on your website, and it might include something like a guest post. So you can always put, they are basically more interested for a backlink from your content and less about the content. But then what happens is you can always put a no follow and put their content and backlink them. So what happens is they might be willing to pay you very handsomely for guest posts. So you could do that and monetize your website. Then of course you could take donations. So taking donations is very easy on your websites. You could just set it up, and if you are doing something which is worthy enough to ask for donation, you should definitely ask for it. And it's very easy to set up with something like PayPal, and donation can start coming on your website. So donation might not be strictly a monetization thing, because the thing is it's slightly different. If you are getting donation on your website, there might be legalities that you will have to go through and understand what is the legality involved, based in depending on wherever you are located in the world, and you have to take care of that. So be careful on that. Work out the legalities, and then maybe look at how you can invite donations on your website. So that's another way of monetization that website can do. So a lot of these NGOs and organizations which are into social causes basically monetize their websites through this manner. Then talking of building an email list. Now this is really something which is very effective, but it's not something that you should jump in as a first trial, right? So what you basically do is that you put interesting content, and then you ethically bribe people with a download or something that is valuable, so that people leave an email ID on your form or website. So what happens is people leave their email IDs and then you get back to these people at some time in a right way, selling them something. And a lot of people make very good money with email lists. And what you do is you look at building a list which is like something at least 1,000 people in your list, and then you start engaging with them in a manner that once a while when you put something to sell, it actually sells. You don't burn out your list that you're selling all the time. People don't see any value in your list and then you will have a burnout. So that's not the way to get into it. There is a art of developing email list and then keeping your email list engaged and then monetizing it. So that is something that you could do to monetize your website. Then coming to set up e-commerce and merchandise. Now you know that e-commerce is a huge industry today, and you can always build a store which might be on Shopify or which might be on WordPress and develop a store, and you could actually drop ship products to start with. So that is a good option. But don't any of the things that we have discussed here are not that you jump into them and get successful. If anyone says that you can start this tonight and you can turn them profitable in 24 hours and money will be raining on you, please don't buy that. These things are technical, they take time, and you have to really test them to get successful. So if you are in this for a long haul, then you should try all this, and possibly you will achieve success and there will be something to show at the end of your journey. That's what we have on this. I think we are left with one more point, which is flip websites. So there are a lot of people who make websites and they sell them. So going back to that Amazon affiliate thing, a lot of people, what they do is they develop a website, they monetize it on Amazon, right? So that it starts making some money through affiliate marketing. And then they raise the price and put a price online on sites like Flippa, and people actually buy these websites at a huge amount because they have proven monetization capability. It's just that it has to be scaled up. So there are a lot of people who are involved in buying and selling of websites, and if you want to monetize your website by selling it, that is one way that you can go into that. So I think that's pretty much. If you have any questions, if you have any doubts, you want to clarify anything, or you are looking at developing your website, running traffic to it, doing Facebook ads, or simply looking at a increase in your revenue, looking at new ways to generate leads, looking at sales funnels, looking at conversion rate optimization, you can always get in touch with me, and we can discuss what we can do in the best mutual interest. So that's pretty much for now. We will connect soon and we'll discuss about growth hacks. Thanks a lot.